found his spurs by the mission wall. Black and silver from a dead man's fall. Two pale horses by the broken gate, breathing smoke like they knew his fate. He had a knife-cut coat and a gambler scar, prayer sealed shut in a whiskey jar. No one asked what oath he swore, but every coward locked his door. They said he fell where the coyotes cried with the black spur oath on the day he died, but the red dust screamed, some men rise when the guilty dream. He rode back on a black spur oath, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turned and made the gates of darkness burn. No law could break him, no grave could take him. Holy was the last dark promise written on his soul. He came through town when the bell struck none, with a red-eyed moon and a smoking gun. The banker hid, the judge went still. When his shadow climbed the hill, he said, I came for the blood you hide. Step out now and choose your side. The windows cracked, the lamps burned blue. The preacher knew that death was due. And far below where the black fires roll, the devil heard that black spur oath. He rode back on a black spur oath, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and made the gates of darkness burn. No law could break him, no grave could take him. He was the last dark promise written on his soul. I heard the spurs start ringing, I saw the red dust rise. They said my oath was buried. I said oaths don't die. I was hunted, I was broken, I was left in the cold, but a vow made in fire don't rust and don't fold. He rode back on a black spur oath, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and made the gates of darkness burn. No law could break him, no grave could take him. He was the last dark promise written on his soul. When the red moon starts falling and the trail wind's cold, you can hear those black spurs ringing from the oath upon his soul. found his knife by the mission wall. Blood on the steps where the saints look small. Two black horses by the iron gate, breathing smoke like they knew his fate. He had a long scar under one dead eye, cracked old badge and the mouth gone dry. No one asked what road he rode, but the mercy bell broke when his shadow showed. They said he'd drown where the Black Creek turns, with a sinner's mark in the coat that burned. But the mud rose high and the night wind cried, some men come back when the truth gets lied. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. He rode into town when the candles bent, with the debt unpaid and a hard hail sent. The banker hid and the judge turned pale when those old boots crossed the county jail. He said, I ain't here for bread or wine, I came for the man who traded mine. You sold my name for a gambler's breath, now watch that lie come dressed as death. The church doors moaned, the windows cracked, the undertaker took 3 steps back, and down below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that mercy bell. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. I heard the angels whisper, I heard the devil laugh. I saw my name in burning dust, then I tore that page in half. Left where I fell, but a man built from ruin can walk back out of hell. Chapel floor, he walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. He was the smoke in the pulpit, the curse in the rain, the last black rider with judgment in his veins. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. When the church bell starts bleeding and the cold night starts to swell, you can hear those old boots coming, with blood on the mercy bell. Tracks coat by the river stones, boot tracks cut through mud and bones, 3 black crosses by the waterline. Smoke moves slow through the pines. He had a lawman's badge split clean in two, a cracked old gun and a debt come due. No one asked what fire he crossed, but every sinner knew who lost. They said he drowned where the flood ran deep, but the river shook in its sleep. The dead reeds cried, some men come back when the guilty lie. He came back from the hell-bent river, fire in his hands, cold black stare. He walked through the water like a loaded sinner, and the devil stepped back when he found him there. No chain could drag him under, no grave could make him stay. He was a storm on the black road, the debt they had to pay. He rode into town when the lamps burned low, wet black hat in a ghostly glow. The judge looked down then turned away when he heard those boots on Judgment Day. He said, I came for the hands that left me dead. You sold my blood, now pay instead. The saloon door slammed, the horses cried, the church bell cracked on the sinner's side. And far below where lost souls shiver, the devil heard that hell-bent river. He came back from the hell-bent river, fire in his hands, cold black stare. He walked through the water like a loaded sinner, and the devil stepped back when he found him there. No chain could drag him under, no grave could make him stay. He was a storm on the black road, the debt they had to pay. I heard the river calling, I felt the cold hands pull. The devil said, sink down slow. I said, this grave ain't for. I was chained, I was swallowed, I was left to the rain, but a man made a thunder. Don't drown in pain. He came back from the hell-bent river, fire in his hands, cold black stare. He walked through the water like a loaded sinner, and the devil stepped back when he found him there. No chain could drag him under, no grave could make him stay. He was a storm on the black road, the debt they had to pay. When the river starts confessing, and the moon burns pale as clay, you can hear those old boots coming for the debt they had to pay. found his rope by the red clay road. Boot prints deep where the cold wind blowed. Two black crows on the hanging tree, watching dust where a man broke free. In his neck, a dead man's corn and the judge is dead. No one asked why the gallows swayed, but every liar stepped back afraid. They said he died when the law bell cried, with the sinner's name in his hands tied. But the black rope snapped and the night wind screamed. Some men wake from a dead man's dream. They came back with rope burn redemption, fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. He rode into town when the sun went black, with a torn up coat and a smoking track. The judge went pale by the window light when those old boots dragged through the night. He said, I came for the truth you stole, now pay that price with your guilty soul. The saloon door shook, the candles died, the preacher locked himself inside, and far below where the lost men yelled, the devil heard that rope burn bell. He came back with rope burn redemption, fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. I felt the rope go burning, I heard the blackbirds sing. They said my name was buried, I said then crown the king. I was judged, I was broken, I was left in the flame. But a soul born for thunder comes back with his name. Fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. When the hanging tree starts shaking and the red road runs deep, you can hear redemption walking that the guilty had to keep. found his gun by the altar rail. Shells on the floor and blood on the veil. Two black angels in a cracked glass frame, watching smoke spell out his name. Black coat in a sinner's jaw, a bullet prayer for a crooked law. No one asked what hell he saw, but every guilty hand withdrew. They said he fell when the rifles cried, with no last word and no place to hide. But the chapel floor screamed, some men rise when the righteous lie. He came back with gunpowder hallelujah, fire on his tongue and dust in his eyes. He walked through death like a Sunday sermon, and made the black gates open wide. No cross could hold him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last loud amen the guilty had to feel. The moon burned thin, gun smoke rolling like a second skin. The marshal prayed by the jailhouse light when those old boots broke the night. He said, I came for the debt you made, now count your sins and face the blade. The windows cracked, the choir cried, the saloon lights died from the inside. And far below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that powder bell. He came back with gunpowder hallelujah, fire on his tongue and dust in his eyes. He walked through death like a Sunday sermon, and made the black gates open wide. No cross could hold him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last loud amen the guilty had to feel. I heard the powder burning, I watched the chapel shake. They said my name was over. I said, that's your mistake. I was cursed, I was covered, I was left in the rain. But a soul made of gunfire comes back through the flame. In his eyes, he walked through death like a Sunday sermon, and made the black gates open wide. No cross could hold him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last loud amen the guilty had to feel. When the burned church starts ringing and the west wind turns to steel, you can hear that amen coming the guilty had to feel. coat by the burning rail, boot prints leading past the jail. 3 black crows on a hanging wire, watching smoke rise from the fire. He had a pistol wrapped in twine, a dead man's corn and a crooked sign. No one asked what road he came, but every candle bent from the flame. They said he died down in Abilene, buried cold beneath the mesquite. But the ground shook hard and the preacher cried, some men don't stay where they're laid to lie. He was the last soul the devil feared, with fire in his blood and death drawing near. He walked through hell with a loaded hand, came back burning like a judgment man. No grave could hold him, no cross could keep him near. He was the last man standing, the last soul the devil feared. When the moon turned red with 100 ghosts behind his head, the bartender dropped his glass of rye when he saw that scar beneath his eye. He said, I ain't here for silver or gold, I'm here for the dead on a liar's soul. I left my mercy in a shallow grave, and I ain't come back here to behave. The church bell cracked, the lanterns died, dogs ran low with their tails held tight, and somewhere deep where the dead men sleep, the devil learned how fear can creep. Was the last soul the devil feared, with fire in his blood and death drawing near. He walked through hell with a loaded hand, came back burning like a judgment man. No grave could hold him, no cross could keep him near. He was the last man standing, the last soul the devil feared. I seen the gates, I heard them call, I felt the flames crawl up the wall. The devil said, boy, you belong to me. I said, then come take what's left and see. I was burned, I was buried, I was left for the worms. But a man made of fire don't feel what burns. The shadow in the flame, the curse in the chapel, the bullet with no name. No grave could hold him, no cross could keep him near. He was the last man standing, the last soul the devil feared. When the desert wind starts calling and the bar lights disappear, you can hear those old boots walking, the last soul the devil feared. found his knife by the mission wall. Blood on the steps where the saints look small. Two black horses by the iron gate, breathing smoke like they knew his fate. A cracked old badge and a mouth gone dry. No one asked what a road he rode, but the mercy bell broke when a shadow showed. They said he drowned where the Black Creek turns, with a sinner's mark and a coat that burned. But the mud rose high and the night wind cried, some men come back when the truth gets lied. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. He rode into town when the candles bent, with the debt unpaid and a heart-held cent. The banker hid and the judge turned pale when those old boots crossed the county jail. He said, I ain't here for bread or wine, I came for the man who traded mine. You sold my name for a gambler's breath, now watch that lie come dressed as death. The church doors moaned, the windows cracked. The undertaker took 3 steps back, and down below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that mercy bell. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. I heard the angels whisper, I heard the devil laugh. I saw my name in burning dust, then I tore that page in half. I was chained, I was broken, I was left where I fell. But a man built from ruin can walk back out of hell. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. He was the smoke in the pulpit, the curse in the rain, the last black rider with judgment in his veins. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. When the church bell starts bleeding and the cold night starts to swell, you can hear those old boots coming, with blood on the mercy bell. found his crown in the desert clay. Boot tracks leading where the saints don't pray. 3 black vultures on a broken sign, watching red smoke climb the pines. He had a rusted gun and a preacher's chain, a dead man's grin and a bloodstained name. No one asked what grave he crossed, but every liar knew what mercy cost. They said he died when the last bell rang, but the dry ground split where his shadow hanged, and the dust wind cried, some men rise when the guilty hide. He came back wearing a crown of dust, fire in his hands and iron in his blood. He walked through hell like a loaded curse, and made the devil look away first. No grave could keep him, no law could turn him down. He was the last dark warning, the man with the dust crown. He rode into town when the lamps burned low, with a black coat torn in the ghostly glow. The sheriff prayed by the courthouse light when those old boots shook the night. He said, I came for the debt you made, now step outside and face that blade. The saloon doors cracked, the horses cried, the church bell broke on the sinner's side, and far below where the dead men shout, the devil felt that dust roll out. He came back wearing a crown of dust, fire in his hands and iron in his blood. He walked through hell like a loaded curse, and made the devil look away first. No grave could keep him, no law could turn him down. He was the last dark warning, the man with the dust crown. I heard the black dirt calling, I felt the cold gates shake. They said my soul was finished. I said, then watch it wake. I was buried, I was broken, I was thrown in the ground, but a man made of thunder don't stay buried down. His hands and iron in his blood. He walked through hell like a loaded curse, and made the devil look away first. No grave could keep him, no law could turn him down. He was the last dark warning, the man with the dust crown. When the desert starts confessing and the red moon settles down, you can hear those old boots coming, the man with the dust crown. found his hat by the crowbell rope. Dust on the floor where the dead lose hope. Two black feathers on a Bible page. Smoke curled up like a holy rage. He had a scarlet mark and a rusted blade, a dead man's oath that the night obeyed. No one asked what grave he left, but every sinner held his breath. They said he died when the bell rang twice, with his hands gone cold as winter ice. But the rafters cried, some men rise when the law has lied. When the crow bell sounded, he came walking through the flame, with death on his shoulder and thunder in his name. No judge could stop him, no devil bought his soul. He was the black bell ringing when the truth came home. He rode into town with the sunrise dead, a crooked cross hanging overhead. The marshal ran, the preacher stared when those old boots hit the square. He said, I came for the debt you hide. Open that door and step outside. The windows cracked, the candles cried, the guilty men looked dead inside. And far below where the dark winds roll, the devil heard that crow bell toll. When the crow bell sounded, he came walking through the flame, with death on his shoulder and thunder in his name. No judge could stop him, no devil bought his soul. He was the black bell ringing when the truth came home. I heard the crow bell calling, I watched the rope swing free. They said the grave had won. I said, it lost to me. I was judged, I was broken, I was cast in the cold. But a heart made of iron can't be bought or sold. Crow bell sounded, he came walking through the flame, with death on his shoulder and thunder in his name. No judge could stop him, no devil bought his soul. He was the black bell ringing when the truth came home. When the broken church starts shaking and the black crows start to roam, you can hear that bell still ringing when the truth came home. found his hat by the chapel door. Ash on the steps and blood on the floor. Two black saints in a window frame, staring down through smoke and flame. A silver tooth and a prayer gone dead. No one asked who lit that fire, but the whole town shook when the flames climbed higher. The city swung where the dry bells rang, with a crooked smile and a cursed man's name. But the ashes cried, some men rise when the righteous lie. There were ashes under the chapel and thunder in his veins. He walked back out of darkness with fire on his chains. No preacher could forgive him, no devil could drag him near. He was the last smoke rising, the name they learned to fear. He came through town when the choir went still, black coat torn on the hanging hill. The banker hid and the marshal prayed when those old boots crossed the shade. He said, I came for the man who traded mine. Now hear that bell crack through your spine. The windows burst, the lanterns died. The undertaker stepped aside, and far below where lost men yelled, the devil heard that chapel bell. There were ashes under the chapel and thunder in his veins. He walked back out of darkness with fire on his chains. No preacher could forgive him, no devil could drag him near. He was the last smoke rising, the name they learned to fear. I heard the rope start singing. I watched the chapel burn. They said my soul was finished. I said, then watch it return. I was covered, I was thrown into shame, but a heart born in ashes comes back wearing flames. The chapel and thunder in his veins. He walked back out of darkness with fire on his chains. No preacher could forgive him, no devil could drag him near. He was the last smoke rising, the name they learned to fear. When the chapel dust starts turning and the red moon disappears, you can hear those old boots walking with the name they learned to fear. good men wait. 3 pale candles in the dry wind bent. Sundown knew where the saint man went. He had a rope scar under his chin, a black old coat, and a mouthful of sin. No one asked why the chapel shook, but every coward closed his book. They said he prayed when the bullets came, with one last breath and a holy name. But the red sky cried, some saints rise when the liars reign. Sundown buried the saint, but the grave gave back his fire. He came walking through the dust like a black church choir. No prayer could chain him, no law could make him stay. He was the last red warning at the end of Judgment Day. He rode back in when the bell struck none, with a torn up coat and a smoking gun. The sheriff froze by the courthouse light when his shadow swallowed half the night. He said, I came for the men who lied. Now open the door and step outside. The windows cracked, the choir ran, the banker dropped his bloody hand. And down below where sinners pray, the devil turned his eyes away. Sundown buried the saint, but the grave gave back his fire. He came walking through the dust like a black church choir. No prayer could chain him, no law could make him stay. He was the last red warning at the end of Judgment Day. I heard the chapel breaking, I felt the red sun burn. They said the saint was finished. I said, watch him return. I was judged, I was buried, I was cast into flame. But a soul born in thunder comes back with no shame. Sundown buried the saint, but the grave gave back his fire. He came walking through the dust like a black church choir. No prayer could chain him, no law could make him stay. He was the last red warning at the end of Judgment Day. When the red sun dies in silence and the chapel lights turn gray, you can hear that saint man walking at the end of Judgment Day. They found his coat by the coffin nails, rainwater running down the jailhouse rails, 2 black lanterns by a broken stone, thunder speaking through the bone. He had a cold-eyed stare and a rusted gun, a prayer gone dark from a life outrun. No one asked what grave he knew, but every candle burned black blue. They said he slept where the worms run deep, with 6 iron nails and no soul to keep. But the pine box cried, some men wake when the cowards lie. He came back with coffin nails and thunder, fire in his blood, dust on his name. He split that grave wide open and walked straight through the flame. No bell could bury him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last black one, and the guilty had to feel. Town with the storm behind, a cracked old cross and a loaded mine. The banker hid, the judge went still, and those boots came down from the hill. He said, I came for the lie you sold, now pay that debt before you're cold. The window shook, the dogs ran low, the church bell cried like a dying crow. And far below, where lost souls burned, the devil knew he had returned. He came back with coffin nails and thunder, fire in his blood, dust on his name. He split that grave wide open and walked straight through the flame. No bell could bury him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last black one, and the guilty had to feel. I heard the coffin cracking, I felt the thunder roll. They said death had taken me. I said, it missed my soul. I was nailed, I was covered, I was thrown to the rain. But a man born in thunder comes back through the pain. Nails and thunder, fire in his blood, dust on his name. He split that grave wide open and walked straight through the flame. No bell could bury him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last black one, and the guilty had to feel. When the graveyard starts shaking and the midnight bells all peal, you can hear that thunder walking. The guilty had to feel.